Just a reminder that this and all my other videos are made for adult doll collectors or adults buying dolls for others. This is not a video for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you very much for listening.
Hello Internet! My name is Kelsey and welcome back to my closet. Today I have something that I bet none of you were expecting that you'd get to see on this channel. But while I made a big fuss about them, first of all, I reserve the right to change my mind. I'm not the kind of person who is 100% like, nothing will ever change my mind no matter what. I'm open to hearing from other people and revising my opinions based on what I see and hear. So that's number one. Number two, I did mention in a lot of comments that if anyone out of this line, I liked Violet the most. And the line that I'm specifically speaking of is junior high. From the beginning, I thought that she had the best design. Originally, I was gonna wait to see if they went on sale or if Target did any kind of sale, but I've seen a lot of reviews at this point of her and the other junior high dolls, and I started to feel like, okay, maybe I would be ready to actually take the plunge and get her and see for myself. Also, a lot of reviews that I've seen haven't really done a lot of clothes swapping between junior high and regular rainbow high, which is something that I was really curious about. I want to see not only can rainbow high wear their clothes, which I'm guessing no, but can junior high wear the full-size clothes? Which kind of clothes look best? And also, I just wanted to kind of see the differences more in their body proportions. That's not to say that I think that these dolls were really necessary, especially that we need to now remake every main series Rainbow High doll in smaller form, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are terrible. There are also still some things that I'm not too keen on with the designs. Like, I still don't like the fishbowl eye effect. I think for Violet, it's the least noticeable, and I think a lot of it has to do with her bangs. She's the only one that has bangs, and I think it really helps with making the shape of her face a little more natural looking than some of the other ones. That's still my major complaint, just looking at all of them in general. This was a very long intro. Enough talking, let's actually look at the doll. Here she is in the box, ta-da! There's her little junior high artwork. There she is on the back with Skylar and Jade, and I got an international doll somehow from Target, and it says, "Go back in time and meet your favorite students before they became friends and followed their creative dreams to Rainbow High in several languages." And here's her little stamp that says she is a digital media focus. Yes, camera should focus on her focus. So here is Violet out of the box, and one thing I noticed when I was taking her out is that her head is actually squishy. Like, you can't do that to a regular Rainbow High doll. See? Like, their heads are rock solid, but you can actually smush her head a little bit. And I wonder if that's something that they are changing in general, or if it's something they had to do for this smaller scale doll. I did not expect that, because essentially besides that, they have pretty much the same other materials that they're made out of, hair and body plastic and everything. She is an interesting size, I will say that. When I originally saw pictures of them, they didn't look like they were that much shorter, and I just have Winter Break Violet for comparison. They really aren't super short. Like, the difference between them and the difference between an OMG and a tween, their difference is not as big. The tweens are like significantly shorter than the OMG dolls. And I almost wish that they were like just a hair shorter. But then again, if you did that, their proportions would be really strange probably, and you'd have even worse problems with their eyes. But anyway, let's have a closer look at her. So she's got nice crunchy bangs and some crunchy pigtails, but her eyes are essentially the same as regular Violet's eyes. You can see their eyes are identical chips. I think it has something to do too with the fact that she has lighter eyes. It's almost the same problem that I saw with the Be Kind dolls. You know, their eyes were so big that the darker colored eyes just made them look really creepy and soulless, and the darker colored junior high dolls have a worse fishbowl effect, in my opinion. She has the same hair color too, of course, and can't get her bangs out of the way to show you her eyebrows, but they're under there. There we go. She's got some glitter makeup, and as a lot of people have said, the makeup is basically identical to Series 1. It's like a silvery line of glitter for eyeshadow and kind of a smoky-ish eye on the outside. She's got a neutral lip and some white lip liner. Looking at her now out of the box and holding her, she is cute. I'm not gonna say that she's not cute. If I didn't think she was cute, I wouldn't have gotten her at all. And like I said, she's got some product in her hair. It's not horrible, but it does need a wash because it's got creases from the ties that were around it. These little things are adorable, these poofy, fluffy hair scrunchies that she's got. They're not tacked down or anything. You can just slide them right on and off. Then her outfit, we've got this lavender cardigan, which is a nice knit material. It's hemmed at the bottom nicely. It fits really well. It's very cute and preppy. I mean, her look definitely speaks to her personality. She's also got a white button-up shirt that she tied at the bottom to give her a little crop look. It is long sleeved. She does have cuffs on the end of the sleeve and it velcros in the back. And then she's got a cute pleated skirt. I love a pleated skirt, so that was another point for her when I decided that I wanted to get her. It's made of a woven fabric. It is definitely woven because the plaid goes on both sides. There's a little band at the top. It is nice and soft. It keeps its pleat really well, but it still lays nicely and has some flexibility for movement. She does have very light nail polish. It's basically white. In person, it almost looks slightly off-white. Then if we go down to her legs, she's got these long knee-high socks that are slightly sheer, slightly stretchy, and her cute little pump shoes with the silver buckle detail on the front and iridescent light purple paint around the sole and the heel. There's a molded buckle on the side as well. I mean, it's a very cute outfit, and like I said, very preppy. Definitely goes with Violet as we know her in the show. I think she probably ups her glam a little bit in high school based on her first doll's outfits and stuff with all the sequins and everything and the fur coat. I kind of like this style for her a little bit better, and I think that we had that style too in Winter Break Violet. I get a lot of Winter Break vibes from this version of Violet. This is like if you took her Winter Break outfit and made it a fall outfit. And she does have the same articulation as full-size Rainbow High. Interestingly though, I guess because of the different plastic that they used for the head, her looking down and looking up don't really click like the regular Rainbow High dolls do. I think it almost works a little bit better than the regular ones because there's some full-size Rainbow High dolls that I have with the better neck articulation that their heads don't really stay when you put them up or down. My Winter Break Violet kind of always has this downward look. You can't really get her to look straight ahead, but I feel like this one's head moves a little better, a little more naturally on the neck than regular Rainbow High dolls. But I think that really has to do with the kind of plastic, and if they were going to switch all the heads to this kind of plastic, I wouldn't mind. It would also make them a lot easier to reroute because they're softer. The rest of the articulation is there as well. We've got, oh, her elbow's backwards. She just broke her arm, oh no. Her wrist, her hips, and her hips are a little stiff, but she does have good hip motion, the upper thigh, and the knee. One thing that a lot of people have pointed out, and I would agree, is that they don't come with stands, and they should. The tweens from OMG come with stands that are made to their size, and they're cheaper than these. Why can't we have stands? And don't give us these combs. We have 3,000 of these combs, and they're useless. And then, of course, the backpack. Now, I'm sure that that's probably where the stand budget went, was to have these backpacks, and it is a big selling feature, I think, for these dolls because they are fabric, they're really nice, and we don't have a whole lot of bags in Rainbow High. I mean, now we do because we have Pacific Coast, but they're not like regular purses or like everyday bags for the most part. And this is Violet's. It's quilted and it's a satiny material. And again, it's giving me her winter break outfit vibes because her first outfit was like quilted like this. There's an embroidered silver RH on the top. There's a Velcro, and then when you open it, there's a little bow strap here that, never mind, this is fake. So it's supposed to stay permanently tied to look like it's a drawstring, but there's actually elastic up here to help stretch it out so that you can better get stuff in and out of the backpack, like this tissue paper. The inside is finished as well. Like, it's not quilted, but the inside, the whole thing is the smooth purple satiny fabric, and there's a front pocket as well. It doesn't have Velcro, but it had more tissue paper. And then on the back, we have the straps. It's the fake chain that they like to use to make it look like it's metal over ribbon. And then there's adjustable buckles here at the bottom, which, oh, I just undid the whole strap, but I can fix that. This way you can make it tighter or looser on the doll. But yeah, you can actually take it all the way off. Don't pull too hard. It's gonna be a struggle to get this back in. There's also this little patch at the back that says rainbow, and then the bottom also says rainbow in embroidery. The backpacks are really cute, and the fact that they're fabric also is super cute. I'm sure that, again, that's a big part of the budget for these dolls and why they're $24.99. But I still would have liked a stand. Even though my Rainbow High dolls specifically, I don't use the stands because they stay in here where I can access them better and play around with them. Here she is with the backpack on. It fits pretty well, it's easy to get on. But, you know, I know there are a lot of people who do display their Rainbow High dolls on stands like all their other dolls. So, for the sake of the doll community at large, we should have had stands. And that's basically the end of Junior High Violet. Now, I want to see, like I said, what can we swap with her and a regular size Rainbow High doll. Now, I have tons of Rainbow High clothes. If you saw my last live stream, I was fooling around with everything I have in the closet, and it's so overstuffed. I had to buy a separate rack from the Avery set to try to debulk some of what was in there. I don't want to go through every single clothing item that I have. So I'm just going to test a couple of things. Pants and shorts, skirts, shirts, and jackets. All the basic things, just one of each kind of items. Oh, and a dress, if I could find a good dress. And then I'm going to try her clothes on Winter Break Violet. So let me do that first because that'll be quick, and then we'll try the other stuff. Since I haven't really seen a lot of people do this is your doll nudity warning, by the way. I just wanted to do a quick comparison of their bodies. As you can see, Junior High Violet has less of the hourglass shape that regular Violet does. Her hips are still a little bit on the wider side, but definitely not as much of a contrast between like the bust and hips of regular Rainbow High dolls. Fully extended, the arms are almost the same length. Her arms are more narrow, but they're like only very slightly shorter. And then the legs, you can see there's definitely more of a difference in the length of the leg and the width, of course. Violet and all of the Rainbow High girls went through really extreme growth spurts between middle school and high school. But being that their body, like their actual torso height seems to be the same, and the width of their hips is pretty similar as well, I think there's going to be a lot of possibilities of clothes that she can wear. Some stuff might be slightly baggy, but I think we're going to be able to get away with it better than we can get away with her clothes on a bigger Rainbow High doll. But let's continue with the dressing. Okay, so I attempted something. The shirt I could not get. I got one sleeve on, but I can't get the other sleeve all the way up to Velcro it in the back, and I don't want to stretch it and ruin it. So the shirt is out. And even if I did get it all the way up, it seems like it would like right up here, so we'd have like a little nip slip going on. The skirt though actually works. The little leg strap in the center, you have to get it in the right position. It's pretty tight under there, but you can get it over her hips and close it completely, and it looks to be the same length as some of the other regular Rainbow High skirts. The socks, I was able to get this one all the way up, but for some reason this one won't go up her calf. And the shoes, obviously you can't get the feet in the shoes. The only other thing I didn't try was the cardigan. Okay, so the cardigan we could get away with, and that's probably because the material, being that it's knit, has some stretch to it. The sleeves are just a little bit short, but the length this way is good. So that's pretty cool. Now we're going to try one of each basic kind of clothing item on Junior High Violet. So here's what Winter Break Violet was wearing before. This is the jacket from the closet, the skirt from the Avery set, and I believe this is her second shirt from Winter Break. The hands, by the way, are also very similar in size. The one on this side is Junior High Violet and this one is Winter Break. So they're pretty similar in size. The Junior High one is just slightly shorter. But anyway, I'm gonna put them back on to help keep the jacket on. It is a little bit baggy. Like, even with her hands on, it's coming over her thumbs, and without the hands, it's extra baggy. Plus, up here, it looks bulky. In the back, you can kind of see that it's pouching out a little bit. It does fit. It doesn't look horribly horrible. Just slide the jacket off so we can see the skirt better. It obviously fits longer than on the regular Rainbow High doll, but it does fit, and it's not loose enough that you can just yank it down around her hips. And the shirt works pretty well. And most of the shirts in Rainbow High are cropped shirts, so I'm assuming that just any shirt that would be like a crop shirt on a regular Rainbow High doll is going to be a regular shirt on a Junior High doll. The shirt is definitely the best fitting out of the pieces that we tried so far. So here she is in Sunny's Winter Break pants, and they are pretty loose on her. They look kind of like mom jeans on her form, but the length is actually not that bad. So like if you tightened them this way, you could probably get away with this if you just like were taking pictures and you pinned them up in the back to make them tighter. Like I said, lengthwise, not too bad. Doesn't look like she's totally swimming in them, but they are easier to pull down than the skirt, but not to the point where they just slide right off, because the hips, like I said, are pretty much the same width, just maybe slightly more narrow than a full-size Rainbow High doll. I'm sure some pants too you probably get away with better, because I've always found that pants that weren't on the doll in the box don't close very well when you try them on the doll the first time. So if you have any pants like that usually when you sit your Rainbow High doll, they wind up opening, they would probably do well on a Junior High doll. Now this is Poppy's dress from the closet set, and this actually fits really well too. The length is good. It's not super baggy or anything. It fits to her body, and you know, this is a pretty tight dress in the first place, so that's probably why. But I would say that you could probably get away with other dresses. So let me try Bella's dress. So here's Series 1 Bella's dress. Now the only problem with this one is that the collar kind of makes her neck disappear just because of the style of collar that it is. But if you could pull it down a little bit, or if you had something that had more of a scoop neck or a V-neck, the fit is good. It's not too short, it's not too baggy, it actually works pretty well. And here she is wearing Georgia's little knitted tank and Kaya's shorts. This is actually pretty cute. I think I just created a really cute outfit combination anyway, but this part is not like anywhere near as short and cropped looking as it is on the regular Rainbow High dolls. And again, the shorts, because they are short, they definitely don't look as baggy as the pants did. They fit snugly around her waist. They're not gonna come down unless you pull really hard and the Velcro opens. But with the Velcro fully secured, they look like they were made for her. So you may not be able to expand your full-size Rainbow High dolls wardrobe from the Junior High dolls, but you definitely have a lot of possibilities for dressing your Junior High dolls from the regular Rainbow High wardrobe, which gives them a lot more versatility than I probably gave them credit for in the beginning, because since they don't come with a second outfit to begin with, it was like, oh, well, they don't even come with a second outfit. But there's endless possibilities. Just because they're little doesn't mean that they can't wear their future version's clothes. So, final thoughts on junior high. As somebody who had to kind of be converted, I still don't think that there was a point to making this line, except to just get more money. But the backpacks are cute. Definitely a selling feature that captured my attention from the beginning. The outfits are obviously the same regular Rainbow High quality, and they're pretty cute, even though they are not the super glam fashions that the regular Rainbow High dolls wear. The heads are weird. The fact that they use the regular Rainbow High eye chips in a smaller head makes them look weird. For Violet, it's not as bad, but for other dolls, it's a little creepy. I hope that they kind of adjust that in future junior high lines. You can't use their clothes on full-size Rainbow High, but you can use full-size Rainbow High on them. They should come with stands, because the most comparable MGA doll, the OMG Tweens, comes with stands, even though they are smaller. And they're less expensive than these. So I think they could have found a way to do the stands and maybe do away with the dumb combs that nobody can use anyway, because these are like the worst possible tool to brush your doll's hair with. So overall, I would say junior high in general, they're not bad dolls, but they definitely need some improvements. I feel like this was a different kind of video, so I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think of junior high. I know we've talked about it a lot already because I've talked about it in different news videos, but now that we've seen some comparisons and everything, let me know how you guys feel. Have you gotten any of these? Have you noticed any of these things that I noticed? Are you gonna try some different clothes on your junior high dolls? Thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and until next time, bye!